Hi, Free Up friends. Can you believe it? Just one more step. We're actually so close. All you need to do is put everything together. Let's do a quick review. Now, in part number one, what we did was the storyline and the theme. Part number two, we did the story development, in which we looked at the beginning, middle, and end. In part number three, we did the character development. So, in my case, for Little P's adventure, we created Little P, Mama P, and Papa P. Then we moved on to step number four. And in step number four, we did the illustration map. Yes? Now we are at step number five, and it's time for us to use everything that we've done so far, especially the illustration map, to put our story together. So, Little P's Adventure, I used bubble letters to create the title. And I sketched Little P over here because that's what I decided to do in the illustration map. And here I included by Chanel, just like I mentioned, because you'll be putting your name on your own work. Next, we move on to the second page. So I said Little P is at home with Mama. And I decided that a house would be representation, good representation for Little P is at home with Mama. Now, if you have your ruler, now would be a good time to use it because we're doing our final draft and we want it to be nice and neat. So I'm going to use my ruler to create a line with the pencil for me to write in my first line, okay? So this is the first page right after the title. So remember, everything that I'm doing in pencil, eventually I'm going to erase after I've used the black marker to trace over to make the permanent frame. Does that make sense to you? I'm going to show you here too. All right, so we know that on this, I'm going to write neatly as well. My sentence reads, Little P was at home with Mama P. So what you're going to be doing in this particular part, you're going to sit and you're going to draft out all of your final pages with the pencil first. So in this case, I know that this is what this page is going to look like with the image and with the words below. So I'm just going to move ahead and show you because I'm not going to do all pages for you to see today. So I'm going to take my black permanent marker, which is so exciting because that means we're towards the end, and I'm going to trace neatly everything that I did. So first I begin with the house because that was the first thing that I drew when I was going through and sketching. So I'm using this permanent marker to outline the house that I created here for Mama P, Little P, and Papa P. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to sketch over the lines as neatly as I can. Okay, and so now that the house is outlined, I need to also outline the words in the sentence. So I'm going to do it carefully. Little P was at home with Mama P. Now, I did the outline. So I'm going to take my eraser and erase. Okay, and I'm going to erase all of the pencil lines. Okay, so taking away the pencil lines gives me the opportunity to have a nice, clean, outlined picture. Guess what happens after I take away the pencil lines? It's time for me to color. You're going to do that for every single page in your story. And in the final part, part number 6, it's the big show. I hope that you enjoyed going through all of these steps with me. Have fun, and I'll see you soon.